Hey everybody, you're watching The Christiana 321. I am The Christiana, and this is probably coming up during Vlogmas. Have you ever heard of a bar crawl? Today we're going to do a cafe crawl, or a book crawl, which is where you go to a few different cafes and you read a book. I'm starting at the Attic in Green Bay, Wisconsin. I think it's called technically the Attic on the Corner. So sorry if the wind is crazy. Which is a bookshop slash cafe. So we're gonna get a book, get a drink, coffee of some sort, and hang out here and read for a little bit. Cheers. I forgot to taste it on camera. Pretty good. A little on the sweet side, but I enjoy it. Now let's read. So I sat and I read for about an hour, 20 pages or so of the Steve Martin Shop Girl book. I can't put my finger on it, but it was very difficult for me to keep reading. It's like, it reads like he's narrating a movie or a TV show or something. Like, was it Father of the Bride, where he is narrating thought process? It reads just like that, where I feel like there should be some kind of visual stuff going on to fully be immersed in the story. And it's not that he doesn't have descriptive words in there about what you're like, what is visually going on at the time, or like the sense and all of this. I don't know how to phrase it, but it's only 130 pages, so I'm gonna stick with it for now. Next up, I think I'm gonna hit, there is one other independent bookstore in this area called Lion something. So let's go see what they have going on. Mostly looking for another blind date with a book. Because I do think that's going to be another Vlogmas day, is opening and then reading one of them. Alright. Oh, also, it's November. I'm not like filming this so like in I don't know, the spring or something. It is almost December when I'm filming this. It's just 63 degrees outside, which is lovely, and probably the last weekend for a while that I will be comfortable being outside without a jacket, so I'm taking full advantage. Okay, let's go to Lion's Mouth Bookstore. This is the Lion's Mouth Bookstore in downtown Green Bay. I'd say one of the main reasons I haven't been here before is parking down here is not great. It's free parking, but you pretty much have to do parallel parking or park in a garage, and it's, yeah, not my favorite. Also not my favorite vlogging in public. So let's see what Lion's Mouth has. I bought a few things. We'll get in the car. Okay, so that was a lot better of a bookstore than I was expecting. There is a bookstore in Neenah, where I used to live in Wisconsin, called Lion's Tail, I think, something like that. So similar name, so I kind of assumed that this one would be similar to the Neenah one, but that one is a lot of used books, and very small. This one was much larger. It looked like they did have a cafe in there, but I think maybe the cafe is only certain hours, because did not look like they were serving right just at this moment, but lots of options, new stuff, some used books, especially in the kids section. So let's go through some of the ones that I got. So I got one of the blind date with a book ones, and I was talking to the guy, and he said that they don't make the blind date with a book ones in this store. They buy them prepackaged, which is why it's got like all these little goodies in it. So I'm very excited about that. They only had 4 options, and 2 of them I definitely knew what they were, and I had either read before or I did not care to read. This one, so then there were 2. There's a YA one, there was a dystopian future that I think I know what it was. I haven't read it, but it's because I didn't want to read it. And then this one is historical fiction, combat novel. Wouldn't typically be my style, but it's cute and I wanted to get one. And it's good to expand my horizons, which is what Blind Date with a Book is all about. Then, my arm's getting tired. And all these people are seeing me vlog and thinking I'm crazy. Then I got 2 Christmas ones. Window Shopping by Tessa Bailey, who I know is one of the favorite TikTok book talk authors. I wanted to get some Christmas themed ones to read at the end of the year. But, maybe I read them this year and maybe I read them next year. And then Merry Christmas, You Filthy Animal, which is thick. Look at the sprayed edges. They're so pretty. It's definitely like a like Hallmark Christmas movie type of book. But in my wedding vows, I said, Merry Christmas, You Filthy Animal. And so I felt like it was meant to be and I needed to get it. I don't think that this book has anything to do, I was quoting Home Alone, and this doesn't look very Home Alone themed. And then the last one is I Who Have Never Known Men by Jacqueline Hartman, which it had a little recommendation sticker like the book places do, and so it is dystopian future, but part of also why I got it, if I don't know what I've said already on this channel, what's coming, but I'm trying to read a bunch of books from authors from different countries, and this author is from Belgium, and I don't think I have any books from an author from Belgium before, so I'm excited. Alright, but for today we are still reading the Steve Martin book, and I need to pick out a new cafe to go to. Okay, we're going to a place called Carvana, but it closes in less than an hour, so I'm not going to get my full read time there. Also, I'm gonna have to park in some more, parallel parking, and I hate it so much. much. Green Bay's not really a city, except for when you're trying to park. Stupid. So we got the pumpkin pie, delicious. I need to get one for John to take home for John, because he will be very sad that he missed this, I think. If he doesn't like it, I will eat his too. And then I got a salted maple cold brew something. Okay, I don't think I updated after I left Carvana. I did get another pumpkin bar thingy to bring to John. He, I think, liked it. He ate it very quickly, so. I came to the warehouse because he is working today, even though it is a Saturday. I didn't like the coffee very much. You can see I don't know if I'm gonna finish this. It's not terrible, but it's also not something I would order again, or recommend anyone to order. I can see like this matches a type of coffee drink that is popular and that a lot of places make it, which makes me think that there are people out there who enjoy this kind of coffee. It's just not me. Anyway, I was in there for about half an hour and I read about 10 pages, which means that I'm reading at about the same pace as I was reading at the same pace as I was at the attic. The other thing I wanted to share is the way that I'm timing my time at the different places is this app called Focus Friend that is, it's this little bean guy who, trying to figure out how to describe it without having to find screenshots. I'll try and put a screenshot up if I am feeling up to it when it comes to editing this video. But basically, you set your app, you turn it on, and as long as you don't touch your phone, he keeps on knitting, and he knits. The free version that I have, he knits socks, and every so often you can decorate his room by selling the socks that he's created virtually. You're not actually selling them, but you trade, 100 pairs of socks for a desk or something. And it doesn't actually stop you from, there's nothing blocking you from actually using other apps on your phone, or if notifications come in. It's just kind of a reminder. So if you're like me and just pick up your phone out of habit, you pick it up, you see your little bean guy is doing his thing, and you're like, oh yeah, I'm not supposed to be looking at my phone right now. And it has helped me and the way that I use my phone, setting it up, because I named my bean Garbanzo. I want little Garbanzo to knit to his heart's content, and also I hate that his room is unfinished, so I want him to keep knitting. So I set it mostly for when I want to focus on reading and not picking up my phone. If I have a text or something that I need to actually respond to, I can do that without disturbing him. But I don't just pick up my phone and scroll while Garbanzo is knitting. Which is the main thing that I need to go back on. So I am going to keep reading my book here at the warehouse. And I'll let you know how far I get. I do want to go to another cafe of some sort in this video. There is the reason that I didn't go to a third one right away, other than wanting to get John his pumpkin bar, is it's getting kind of late for cafes. Most of them close around 3, and we are past 3 now. So maybe that'll be tomorrow morning. I'll get up and go somewhere, or it'll be there is a evening kind of book place in Green Bay that instead of coffee, it is adult beverages. So maybe I do that, but then are we getting into bar crawl kind of territory? I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna keep reading here.